Shut up and sit down.
Hello folks, Colin here, Festa 67's workshop. Welcome to issue 101 of Build Your Own Ford Mustang Shelby GT500 from the year 1967 from our good old pals at DeAgostini. Now, if you'd like to grab this 1/6 scale model, pop over to their website. There's a clickable link in the description below. Pop, and you too can be building this along with me. Let's have a quick scope through this week's magazine, see what we're up to. First up, you got the Shelby story there, the Cobra concept from the year 2004 from the Detroit Auto Show. Nice, isn't it? The body design, it says there, of the Shelby Cobra concept was modern in style, but at the same time immediately recognisable as a new interpretation of the iconic sports car of the 1960s. Does look sexy, doesn't it? There's all the interior up there, vibrant blue. What are we putting together today? There is the engine compartment, left bulkhead. So we're going to need the bits from the previous issues we've been assembling. And then we're going to be popping this all together, folks, okay? So we're going to need our chassis as well from the previous issue so we can drop all of this bits and bobs together. And as you can see there, there's all the springage and all of that lot going on, ready for when we make this together. The Ford story today is Jackie Oliver, from driver to manager. Took part in Formula One but achieved his best results in endurance races. Above all, he is remembered along with Jackie Hicks for winning the 24-hour Le Mans of '69, folks. Look at that. Ian Hicks, it says, devoted several races to fine-tuning the Mirage M2, which was equipped with the Ford engine. Iconic Golf livery. Does look sexy, doesn't it? Oliver's day of glory was at the 69 24 hours alongside Jackie Hicks in the last of the Ford GT40's 4 victories. Here at the wheel of the GT40, Hicks crosses the finish line ahead of Hans Hermann. Go. And there he is leading the Arrows team there. Oliver behind the wheel of a Shadow fitted with a full Cosworth engine. This was 1973 and it was his last full season in F1. And there's Rodriguez and Oliver's Porsche 917 pole position winner at the 24-hour of Le Mans in 1971, where an engine breakdown forced them to withdraw. So give these magazines a read, folks. They really are informative, packed full of information and stats. So if you're a nerd like me, you're going to love every minute of reading them, peeps. So that's the magazine done. So we'll put this to one side, and when we come back, we'll do a bit of assembly for you. Right, let's start this assembly. So we got our bulkhead just here, and it's the same as what we've done previous. We've got to put in our shock absorber. So let's grab that. Get some oil on the go. Pop that over there. And we want PS05 screws, folks, okay? So let's grab them. And we'll pop a bit of oil on it for you. Let's stick that in there. Same thing, got the Woodruff keys there on each side. Drop them in there like so. Can only go in the one way. And then whilst retaining it with me fingers, send the screw straight down in there like that. And that then lines that up nicely. Okay, so that's what we got there. Happy with that. And we can now join this together. So I want to grab the PS11s first. Pop them in there. Just like that. Let that run down there. And I want to attach this now. Bring it around there. It's got a little tiny hole and a big hole there that lines up with this little peg. So we'll pop that in there, but we're interested in this end first. So let's grab you, turn it upside down so you can actually see what I'm up to. And we're going just in here. So let's just grab you and then do the same with the second screw, folks. Bink that in there. And then home that fully as well. Now we can bring in the PS05 screw. Little bit of oil just on the end of the thread. Lock that pin in. Pinch it together. Like that. And then we can go right down in there. Like so. There you go. Is what we want. And that now is that all together. Okay. So I'm happy with that. Sorted. So we can move that to one side, and then we got our brake pipe and suspension stuff to do. Okay. So I'll move the screws out of the way that I don't need. I'll put this safe to one side and we'll bring the chassis in and we'll get this pipe done. This spring will go on in another issue, folks. So I've got my little box of spares there, the exhaust tips and things like that. Anything that I can knock off the model is going in that bag for now. Because we've got a brake hose to put in as well, which is going right down in there. So let's see whether we can get to that on camera today for you. Let's get me tweezers. And this pipe here is going all the way down on that brake caliper down in there. I'll try and get that on shot. There you go. Grabbed. So that's that. And then these will then start popping up through the suspension. It's going to come up right at the very front of the suspension there. So if we pull them forward on both of these, we've then know that we've done them like that. And then we'll do the same on that. So let's get a bit of glue on that. And I glue them on just to stop them popping off, folks, because yeah, they get knocked off. And like I say, the capillary reaction of that glue just pops that in place. And then we can just tweezer that around. Pull that through where it needs to live. And then try to ping that up in place. Somewhere like so. Happy with that. So that's that done. We've now got to do the same with the suspension arm as we've done previously, which is drop that pin in. So let's move you out of the way and bring that pin into situ. Send you through like that. And then give you a wibble like so. And get the big, well, I say the big pliers of squeeziness. And that's that in situ. Done. So I'm happy with that. Like that. Get rid of that. And then we should be able to fit that on the bench. Oh, so that's that. Let's just double check that we're looking okay. We've done that. We got the brake pipe in. So yeah, that's telling us what we want. So we'll leave that there then, folks. That's where we're at with all of that gubbins. So don't forget, if you'd like to grab this for yourself and build one of these along with me, folks, this uber massive Mustang, pop over to DeAgostini's website. There's a clickable link in the description below. And you too can have one of these on your bench. Also, to help me out, if you can like, subscribe and hype the video, I'll be immensely grateful. Click little festa there to subscribe. Whilst you're there, ring the bell, select all. That way you'll get notified of future content. And I am immensely grateful for every subscription I get, folks. In the meantime, thanks so much for coming in and keeping me company. Stay safe and well. Bye-bye for now.